We are live at Benedictine University in Lisle, Illinois, where the number 4th ranked Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers at 7-0 will take on the 4-3 Benet Academy Red Wings. With me tonight, Rick the Body Guerin. Rick, how you doing tonight?
Mark, I feel great. I am so excited to be here at Lisle tonight. It feels like football out here. First, you're putting Benet versus, you said number 4. Some people have been number 2. Either way, we know Joliet Catholic is really, really good. But Bennett's had 2 weeks off. They had last week off. They haven't played in 2 weeks. They're getting healthy. They're in the black uniforms tonight, and it is senior night here at Benet Academy.
Senior night, so they introduced all the seniors from all the different activities here. Very special night for these seniors. They wear the black jerseys and brought out to Back in Black by AC/DC. And it's a cold night. We got a little drizzle out here, not ideal, but it's great football weather.
It's great football weather, and this should be a lot of fun. We're really looking forward to seeing how Benet comes back off that bye week, seeing what they prepared for a very big Joliet Catholic offensive line and a great running back that we're going to probably be calling a lot tonight. Number 32.
23, I believe, Jordan Anderson. He's 6'3", 230.
That sometimes kicks in a little bit where I see things the wrong way.
He's Illinois bound, and just watching some of the game films, he is a load. He is a big boy, and Bennett's going to have their hands full taking this guy down. I can tell you that right now.
Well, Mark, look at that right out on the left-hand side here when you've got a tackle, and Anthony Bursa, 6'5", 265. He looks like a man among men out there.
Yeah.
So there's some big guys. It'll be interesting to see what the defense is going to ratchet up to slow down this offense.
Lawler kicking off for Benet. Low line drive, bounces at the 20, another big bounce. It's taken out at the 10, now the 12, breaks a tackle at the 15, and he's brought down by a host of Red Wing tacklers, and I love to say that. You know that.
So, Mark, what you're going to see tonight is for Benet to win this game is they're going to have to win the field position battle, right? Your special teams are going to have to come out and do exactly what they just did. JC starting way down, it looks like about on their own 15-yard line. This is what Benet has to do. They also have to gang tackle tonight. You're going to have black jerseys everywhere today to slow these guys down.
Aiden Voss, the quarterback for the Hilltoppers. He's a senior. He started the last 3 years, dropped straight back. Now he steps up in the pocket, launches it way downfield, but it was covered nicely. That looks like number 23, Takahashi.
Well, it was a nice ball by the quarterback. He put a little too much juice on it. But I like the play call coming out because you know that they're going to be able to pound the ball, try to win the battle in the trenches, use the big running back. But they came out firing here on play action. Didn't work, but nice play call.
Typical Joliet Catholic, ginormous line, big running backs. They love to pound the ball down your throat, but you can't get too lackadaisical because they'll run a play action and burn you over the top there.
Yep.
Now a handoff over this left side, breaks a tackle, and he's going to get out to the 22-yard line. Pickup of about 6 yards, I'd say.
That looked like Vinny Iannatone?
Iannatone. He's 6'1", 205.
We have a flag down, though, Mark, so this one might be coming back. We might have had a hold there. Yep, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to bring this back.
Let's talk a little bit about this line for Joliet Catholic. At center, Nico Paulino, 6'3", 295. Left guard, Grayson Franzella, 6'2", 230. You mentioned Anthony Bursa, 6'5", 265. And get this, he's only a junior, Rick.
Yeah.
Their tackles are 6'4", 335. Lucas Sarturi. And Angelo Fasano is 6'6", 315, Rick.
Yeah,
that was you in college, right?
That was me in college. And I'll tell you, this is the biggest offensive line that we faced all year. And it's got to be, if not the biggest in the state, right in the team photo.
Jordan Anderson was in motion there, and somebody moved again, so they're going to be backed up another 5. And what started as a nice drive for the Hilltoppers now puts them back second and a country mile.
Yep. And this is exactly what Benet wanted. You know, we talked about field position right out of the gate. Push them back as far as you can here and hope you can turn the ball over, slow this down.
They're back on their own 4-yard line. Voss under center. Now handoff over that right tackle, and it's bottled up pretty quickly. He may have picked up a couple yards, Rick.
So, Mark, you know, this is where we talk about them getting healthy, too. You're getting some guys back in that interior on the defensive line. The linebackers coming back. they've watched a lot of film, I guarantee it, over the last 2 weeks to see exactly what these guys were going to do. So right now the game plan is working. Third in a long, long way.
Couple personnel changes for the Hilltoppers. Now Voss breaks the huddle. He's going to be in shotgun now. This is an unusual set you don't see from Joliet Catholic much. Voss is going to drop straight back. Now he's got some pressure. He's going to roll to his left, still scrambling, dumps it off, and it's almost intercepted there. That was Takahashi. And it was smart play there. He made sure that he knocked it to the ground.
He did. Once he realized, I think he wasn't going to catch that, he got that ball towards the out of bounds. Great play. And now you were going to see the Hilltoppers punt from way in their end zone.
Takahashi missed the first couple weeks of the season with an injury. We'd love to see him back. The other guy we'd love to see back on the field is Ryan Petusik, who's one of our linebackers. Love to see him out there. Keep an eye on him. He's a big tackler and a big hitter.
Wow.
Coach, that was a really aggressive positioning. Here's Keogh on the bounce, and he takes a big hit. But he's going to bring it back. He's going to start off at about the 34-yard line of Joliet Catholic.
Mark, when you have an offensive line that big, you can take risks like they just did. They didn't have their punter back in normal punt formation. They wanted to get something off quick. Benet was very, very close to getting a hand at it, but, man, they're starting at the Joliet Catholic 32-yard line. What a great start for Benet.
Speaking of Keogh, we've got Uncle Pete Keogh watching his nephew, Joe, all the way from San Diego. So, hi, Uncle Pete.
Uncle Pete, thanks for watching.
I got to tell you, I like the black jerseys.
Love the black jerseys.
Picciolini fakes the handoff. He's got pressure right up the middle, and he had no chance there. He tried to do a little dodge there, but there was two guys on him, and they wrapped him up quickly.
So, and I know everybody realizes this on the Benet sideline here, but you're not going to have a lot of time to make decisions here. So you're going to have to look at that first read, second read at the most, and get that ball off quick because these guys are coming. They're big, they're fast, and they're disciplined.
Defensively, that left tackle, Lucas Sartori, 6'4", 335. Big guy. Picciolini with Lawler to his left. He's got a double tight end formation. He's going to hand off to Lawler off that right side. He breaks a tackle. Now he cuts back. He's at the 30.
He's got it.
The 20,
He's going. He's going.
10. He's dragged down. Are they going to call him in? He's at the goal line. He is just at the 1 foot line. I can't believe they didn't call that in.
Well, you know what, Mark? He was stumbling around the 3, and I do think he was just short from up here, but what a great run, great first down. This game couldn't have started off any better for Benet Academy.
It looked a little congested there when he first got the handoff. He made a cutback there, and it was like the sea parted, and he made another cutback. It was a great run by Lawler, great vision.
And then he hit the Jets.
Look at Walsh here now on the near side. Picciolini's going to keep it over the left side. Touchdown, Benet.
Red Wings.
Touchdown, Red Wing Nation. And just like that, they're on the board. What a great way to start this game for the Red Wings.
Great job on defense out of the gate. They get good field position with the ball. They come down with a great run to the goal line. Quarterback takes it in the rest of the way. Senior night, anything can happen.
This is a great start for the Red Wings. Let's just keep the momentum going this way. Heppel on the hold. Lawler attempting the kick. Here's the snap. Ball's down. Kick is up. And just like that, the Red Wings lead 7-0.
No, Mark, they're calling that one wide left.
What did I miss there?
He missed the extra point. So
Mark, let me explain this to you. If you don't hit it between the goalposts, it's not good.
He's not the best play-by-play man in the country for nothing, folks. 6-0 though. Get the touchdown, but I'll tell you, you don't want to miss any extra points against a team like Joliet Catholic. You're going to have to score every point you possibly can. But again, great start. Don't be frustrated with the missed extra point. Defense got to come out and do it again.
All right. In my defense, Rick, and I just want the fans at home to know we're in cramped quarters here. And if you look at, I'm going to blame my cameraman. He's right here in my direct view of the goalpost. So really, it's his fault.
Yep. Mark McAndrew passing the buck. All right.
Bennett's sideline, as you can imagine, is extremely jacked up.
I think we're probably going to see another kick here, Mark, to about the 30-yard line. That seems to be a theme at every level in every game we've had, that they're not kicking deep and giving these kick returners a chance to have the big play, right? They'd rather give up that 5 or 10 yards in field position and neutralize a possible touchdown. And just like that, they kicked it deep.
Taking it the 10-yard line, breaks one tackle. He's at the 20, the 25, and then he stood up and brought down at the 27, 28-yard line of the Hilltoppers.
So, Mark, the way Joliet Catholic came out last time, I loved that first play call, the play action and throw, but I expect to see a lot of running right now. And let me just say real quick, congratulations to the sophomore Benet Red Wings, who had a fantastic victory today. We have two of the guys that played today and one of the sideline coaches, but Pat Patello and Quinn Guerin up here, congratulations on an excellent, excellent game. And Colin McAndrew, as always, you look handsome.
Another illegal procedure call on the Hilltoppers, and that's going to back them up 5 yards. It's going to bring up a 1st and 15 for the Hilltoppers. Voss under center. He's going to hand off to this left side to Iotone, and Iotone's going to get that 5 yards back and then some. That was power running off that left side. Number 22, Liam Johnson on the stop for the Red Wings. 2nd and 9 for the Hilltoppers. Anderson takes the handoff off the right side.
Oh my gosh.
Look how big that guy is.
I mean, great job by the Benet defense there, but he looks like a college running back running against a bunch of high school guys.
Yeah, he is a big guy.
He stands out on a team of big people.
He is 6'3", 230. I mean,
Yep. Great job by the defense, but boy, this might come as a surprise to you, but I don't want to be the first guy to put the tackle on him.
Ryan Luthen in at fullback here. Handoff to Iotone off that right side. And Benet did a nice job of stacking it up again. They may have gotten 3 yards, but that's going to bring up a 4th and 4, I'd say. They're at their own 35.
Looks like they're keeping their offense on the field, Mark, and I'm not surprised. This is going to be a play action or a rollout here by the quarterback. And there's the punt. You saw that a little bit in the sophomore game, too, where they keep their quarterback out there, snap it back to the punter. But another stop by Benet Academy. They're going to get decent field position. It looks like they're on their own 24-yard line. So it got a little bit of a roll for them. But, boy, this is a chance to go up by 2 scores.
Well, I think you pointed out, just size alone on this line, I think we're going to have to do quick-hitting plays like the one Lawler almost scored on. And I don't think Picciolini's going to have an opportunity to look to a second or third read. He's going to have to find that receiver and hit him quickly on quick pops.
Yeah, you're not going to have a lot of time. You absolutely. The decision-making in this game is crucial for the quarterback, the receivers, the running back. Everybody involved with that Benet offense.
Picciolini out to this left side, and he's got a receiver open.
I didn't see who grabbed it. I love the play call, though. People followed that running back, gave the quarterback some extra time to throw it out into the flat. 8-yard gain, 2nd and short.
I think that was Walsh that caught it.
It looked like it, Mark.
Yeah, because he's right out here. Yeah, that was Pierce Walsh.
With the black uniforms, it's a little bit more difficult to tell.
Picciolini drops straight back again, throws it out on this flat. He's got Lawler.
It's first down.
Another nice play by Lawler. Guy doesn't go down on that first hit. He always keeps his legs driving. I love that out of any running back.
Yeah, and that's always been kind of a trademark of Benet running backs. You know, in the last decade here, they always have a guy who never gives up, always keeps those legs churning for the extra yard, and Lawler is certainly no exception.
This JC defense is led by their linebackers, 42 Michael Rouse and number 45 Robbie Purchase. Robbie got hurt, I saw at one point in the Brother Rice game last week, but he's out there again. Picciolini hands off to the left side. He's got
gone.
some running room. He's gone. He's at the 40, the 30, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 18, but he fumbles.
Well, hold on, Mark.
They're saying he's down. I don't
know.
He's down.
It looks like they're going to talk about this a little bit. I thought he was out of bounds before the fumble.
That was a touchdown saving tackle by Malachi Hood.
Well, Hood was fine because I didn't think there was a chance in the world that he was going to pick up that angle. Another great play call by Benet. I'll tell you what, these 2 weeks, having that off week last week, not only to get healthy, but to really study what they wanted to do. Everything is coming up Red Wings here in the first quarter.
Trips receivers out to this far near side. Picciolini back at his 24-yard line of the Hilltoppers. He's going to hand it off to Lawler off the right side, and he breaks a tackle, and he drags that guy down to about the 10-yard line.
Mark, I am so impressed right now that what Benet is doing in the trenches, right? That was the biggest concern, I think, going into this game, the size of what we were seeing at Joliet Catholic. And Bennett's offense and defensive line have both done a fantastic job controlling this game and the line of scrimmage.
Number 13, Charlie O'Neill, came running up to make it the tackle, and Lawler dragged him for another yard. It was a great run once again.
You know, other than the very first play of that game, you're seeing 7 yards, 8 yards, 17 yards, 30 yards. I mean, they're moving the ball really, really well right now and keeping this defense off balance with some of the play action that they're throwing.
I think Benet realized they took a long time in the huddle. What I was just going to say, it was very uncharacteristic for them. Usually they're very quick. I think they realized they took too long, and their coach New called a timeout and said, let's not get a penalty here and kill this drive. So good idea. It's going to be a 2nd and short.
Well, I like the timeout there too because you don't want to give up yards at all to Joliet Catholic, right? So you're in 2nd and short. 2nd and 7 is a whole different ball game when you're coming up to the line. So use the timeout now. Get your offense ready to go. Make sure everybody's on the same play and get that first down.
We were talking about where Joliet Catholic was ranked. Well, I can tell you this. The last poll I saw, they were 4th. East St. Louis was 1. Loyola was 2. Batavia 3. Joliet Catholic 4. They won their first game of the season by crushing Simeon 55-6. Then beat up on Cardinal Ritter, De La Salle, Providence. Here's Picciolini. Hands off to Lawler over the left side. He's got the first down and then some. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Red Wings. Then they beat up on Crete Monet, St. Lawrence 41-7, and then get this one, 52-49 win over Brother Rice last week. We've seen Brother Rice. Brother Rice is an extremely talented, big, strong team. So to go out there and beat them, that's amazing. That game alone, Joliet Catholic, 695 total yards, 125 passing, 570 rushing.
My junior year, we didn't have 695 total yards.
Picciolini's got Lawler to his left. Now he's going to just keep it himself over that left side. He does kind of a hop step. The hole closed really quickly there.
Yeah, it did. I like the play call, though. You keep it in your quarterback's hands, see what he can do. On first down, you've got some options, right? You still know you have 3 more plays to work with here. Keep this defense off balance, and that's what they're doing right now.
2nd and goal for the Red Wings from the 4-yard line. 4:21 left to go in this first quarter. Red Wings break the huddle. Picciolini stops, does a little jump pass.
Oh, it's a beautiful play. The Tim Tebow jump pass from 1996 Florida.
You've been waiting all.
Actually, it wasn't 96.
Yeah.
I think it was 2005 or 2006.
Snell was the tight end, and he was looking to do that little jump pass to Snell. There was some good coverage, you have to say. He wasn't wide open or anything.
No, but that's a play where you've got to release, right? You want that play in the back of the end zone because if you're going to overthrow it, you want it to go out of bounds. So the quarterback, I believe, made the right throw. I think that the receiver should have gone a little bit deeper on that one.
3rd and goal from the 4. Walsh is spread out here to the near side. Picciolini fakes it. Now he dumps it off to the left side. He's got Snell. Touchdown, Red Wings. Touchdown, Red Wing Nation. That was Snell. That was the receiver on the last play.
That's great.
Went out on the flat, looked for him again. It was a nice pass.
And what an awesome thing to go back to the same receiver, right? I mean, little miscommunication on the last play. Beautiful fake. There was nobody there. Touchdown.
All right, Red Wing fans.
Senior night.
I'm never too big to admit that I made a mistake, so I'm going to make sure I get a good sign here before I announce that the extra point is good, Rick.
Yeah.
Snap is down, kick is up.
The key is to watch the officials.
That one is good. 13-0 Red Wings over Joliet. I'm smelling an upset, Rick Guerin.
Well, listen, let's. There's a lot of time left in this game. What you need to do is not give up the big play. You want to keep their offense off the field, tire down their defense, right? Nice long drives, sustained drives, win the battle in the trenches. But there is way too much time against a very, very talented team to talk about which way we're going.
Coach Dan Frevaletti could not make the game tonight, but he told me he's listening in, okay? So big shout out to Dan Frevaletti. An incredible coach, but let me tell you something. Best linebacker I've ever seen in a Benet uniform. One of the best football players I've ever seen. And one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet in your life.
You know, I played linebacker for a little while.
Well, enough said.
Enough said. Shout out to our friends in California. Neil Fitzgerald listened to the game.
Neil Fitzgerald.
This could be his 200th straight game.
The guy is a super fan.
He really is. It's great. I always feel a little bit better when I know we've got West Coast representation.
Another nice kick taken at the 10. He's at the 15, the 20.
Well, decent field position for Joliet Catholic, but, you know, this is the certainly not panic mode by any means, but they've got to get their offense moving.
Malachi Hood with the return there. He was the one that saved that touchdown before. Nice return. They've got some nice field position starting at their own 30. Handoff over the left side. This is Iantone again. Boy, you know, we've been talking up Anderson. Iantone's a big, strong kid, too.
Yeah.
He's 6'1", 205. Not an easy guy to take down.
And he's got that gear as soon as he gets the ball. He lowers the shoulder and goes at you. So he seems like that old mantra. He likes to inflict pain as much as receive it on that one because he really is a heck of a running back.
TJ Schlageter is the quarterback. Schlageter.
I'm going to let you say that, and I'll just use his number.
Iantone over the right side. He had number 34, Luthen, leading the way for him, but he's just all banged up there and maybe picks up a yard. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 3.
Another third down for Joliet Catholic, and another nice job by Benet Academy defense. You know, earlier in the season, Mark, if you remember, we were a little nervous how teams were running up the middle on our defensive tackles and linebackers, and we were only getting the penetration from the outside. The interior right now is playing out of their minds.
Iantone off that left side.
Great tackle.
And he's going to be really close to that first down.
I think they're going to give it to him where the officials are. Yep, they're not even going to bring out the chains.
The second part of this season, that defensive line, McGivney at tackle, Novak at nose guard, and of course the defensive ends, Walsh and Heiberger, have really, really done a nice job. Looks like Anderson's back in the game. He's going to fake it to Anderson, drop straight back. Now he's going to look deep over the middle. Oh! I think they're going to say he dropped it.
Well, the Benet D-backs are saying he dropped it, but the officials are saying that's a catch and a first down.
Takahashi was all over him like a glove, but you got to give him credit. He made a nice catch and a nice pass by Schlageter.
Actually, that was a beautiful ball. He kept it low. He kept it to the only place that his receiver could catch it and away from the defender.
1st and 10 Joliet. They're at Bennett's 39.
First time we've seen them in Benet territory today.
2:20 left to go in this first quarter. Handoff to Luthen, straight up the gut, and he's hit and brought down. That was number 30, Weidenbach, in on the tackle.
That was a beautiful play by Weidenbach, stepping up and closing that hole before it even opened up.
Yeah. Weidenbach, Bayer, Petusek. Those are the linebackers out there for the Red Wings. They're looking strong. Now a handoff to Ian Tony. Pushes off one defender, and he's got maybe about a 5 or 6 yard gain. It looked like they were going to contain him, and then he bounced it out to the outside. He's got some wheels.
Well, he's one of those runners that you just don't want to have get a full head of steam, right? You're going to have to get him at the line, because he seems like the guy who's going to run harder and be tougher to tackle the more he goes.
3rd and 4 for the Hilltoppers.
Another third down.
Handoff over the right side. That's to Anderson, and he's still driving. They're pushing the pile. He's going to have a first down.
He is an absolute monster.
First and 10 for the Hilltoppers at the 26-yard line of the Red Wings. Schlageter under center. Fakes the handoff to Anderson. Now he's going to roll out left here. Dumps it off and hits number 18, Jake Fieldman.
Nice pass and nice hands by the receiver there.
Nice execution.
Yep.
They're going to mark it right at the 20-yard line to bring up a 2nd and 3 for Joliet.
This is a nice, long, sustained drive by Joliet Catholic. Bennett's playing some nice defense, not letting up anything big, but Joliet Catholic running the ball up the middle, short passes.
Now a handoff to Anderson over the right side. He breaks 1, 2, 3 tackles. He's just a big, strong guy, and you can't hit him up high.
No, I mean, we were there with 3 defenders. The first 2 guys looked like they bounced off of him a little bit, slowed him down, and let the 3rd guy finish him off. But it was great.
And that will wrap up the first quarter. Benet Academy with a surprising 13-0 lead, but the Hilltoppers where if you're just turning in, the Benet Academy Red Wings have taken a surprising 13-0 lead. However, Joliet Catholic has taken a really nice, long, sustained drive and brought it down all the way to the Benet Red Wing 17-yard line. It's 3rd and short right now. And Schlageter, he's going to hand off to Iannatone. He's going to go over that left side, and he's got the first down and then some.
Yeah, number 28 for Benet got turned around. He was actually in position, but his back was to it. He couldn't come back around quickly enough to make that play.
First and goal for the Hilltoppers. Hand off to Iannone over that left side. He breaks a tackle. He's still driving. And he's going to pick up maybe 2 yards.
So they've got a couple of talented running backs. It looks like it's by committee that they have back there,
Yeah.
right? I mean, not have seen them play live at all this year. I expected Anderson to get the majority of the carries, but right now 28's doing the heavy lifting.
Iannone is a tough runner, and then every now and then, just as a change of pace, they'll hand off to number 34. You know, he's smaller, but smaller at 5'10", 200. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a strong kid too, it looks like.
Here's Anderson over the right side now, and he's wrapped up quickly. Nice stop by the Red Wings. That's a nice job by their defense. That defensive line's doing a great job.
I'm impressed by both sides of the line for Benet right now. Looks like Walsh is coming off. Looks like he's grabbing something.
Like
it looks like a cramp, though. Yeah. It's a cramp. He knew it. Went right to the trainer. They'll stretch that out. He'll get back in the game. Coach New just went to go check on him. He said, cramp? He said, yep. He said, I'll be right back. And he said, hurry up. There might have been some ad-libbing there by me.
Off the left side, Iannone. And he's wrapped up, but he's got drags. Boy. Oh, they had him right at the line of scrimmage.
They had him at the 7-yard line, Mark.
Feet driving, and he got him. Touchdown, Joliet Catholic. That cuts the lead from 13-0 to 13-6.
Well, if this kicker's anything like the sophomore kicker, he was a pretty good leg. It is amazing the amount of good kickers that we have seen this year and the distance that these high school kids are putting on the ball.
No doubt. Ball is down, kick is up, and he's got a pretty darn good leg.
Look at the official,
see there.
And it's good.
That's Patrick Durkin. Really nice kick. You know what surprises me a little bit is Schlageter, their starting quarterback, is the holder. And usually you don't see that because you don't want to risk an injury. Yeah.
It's usually a guy who's smart, got great hands.
Good hair.
Typically handsome. That's usually who you make your holder. I'm not sure if you know any.
$13-7, 10-11 left to go in this first half.
Well, listen, you knew you weren't going to pitch a zero against Joliet Catholic. I thought that was a nice sustained drive that they had. They ran the ball well. Bennett's defense played really, really well there.
Now we'll have to see what the offense answers with. You know, if we can have a nice, long, sustained drive, hold on to the ball, give your defense a rest, that'll be a win for Benet, you know. Here's a long, nice kick.
Let it go in the end zone.
It's going to go in the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, he was sitting on the 1 yard line and probably could have caught it, but he made the right move letting that go in.
Begin the drive at its own 20-yard line.
Mark, this is every drive is big in a game like this, right? When you're playing a team of this caliber, but you don't want to see a 3 and out. You want to see, you don't have to have a score on this, but a couple of first downs and get back into that field position game that we were playing early and keep it on the other side of the field.
Picciolini on that particular play, the mesh with Lawler wasn't too smooth. It seemed a little bit herky-jerky, and therefore there wasn't a big fake. It wasn't really sold. He got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Red Wings. Picciolini's going with the black socks. It kind of looks old school there.
Yeah, I like it. I like the look.
He's got Lawler to his left. He's standing at his own 15. Now he's going to take the snap, fakes it to Lawler, drops straight back, and he's got a screen.
Oh, boy.
Unfortunately, Lawler stumbled, and he had a lot of room there, and he had 3 linemen in front of him. Bennett's line, led by their center, Lapine. Barrett and McGivney at guards, and Kosiba and Dentis at tackles. Nate Kosiba and Dentis, both Peter and Paul grads. Little tidbit for you.
Oh, that's a good fact.
Trips receivers to this near side. 3rd and long for the Red Wings. Picciolini drops straight back. He's going to throw deep down that far sideline. It's a battle for the ball.
That's pass interference.
That's pass interference.
All day,
just like
every
you
day.
said.
Yeah, Mark, he was holding on to him at the beginning, never let go, and it just got worse as it went on. You can argue it, son, but that is that's pass interference by anybody's rule.
And you know what? He's got a tough job defending Walsh there, and they were just taking advantage of Walsh's side.
He stuck with him. It was the hands that got on him, and I just think he put his hands on him, and it affected the call.
So that's going to move the chains. Bennett's going to have a 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Nice ball by Picciolini there. Trips receivers to this near sideline. Lawler to his left. Picciolini standing his own 30. He's going to drop straight back. Now a little bubble screen. He was looking for Snell, but he threw it behind him.
Nice defense, too. They were all over that. Hilltoppers looked really fast to the ball there. Nice play. I hear an overrated chant going on by the student section. I'd say that's a little premature.
Let's settle
down. If I can get out there at halftime and maybe talk to these kids a little bit, let them know. Let's wait till the 4th.
You know, we talked about field position and ball control. It just seems we're a little bit more deliberate in the huddle on this, with this game.
Yeah, and Mark, that might not be the worst thing, right? You want to make sure
Now we got a flag.
I didn't know what it was. Delay a game. So to your point, you're saying they're being a little bit deliberate. They're not used to maybe playing as slow as they are.
Yeah.
Not in that rhythm to get to the line.
Yeah, we can't have silly penalties like that. We've got to be aware of that time clock, and we've got to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, again, this is a team that you're not going to, looks like, what do we have? A situation with the clock. Looks like Coach News coming out to talk to the officials and get an explanation. I'm not sure what the conversation is, unless it was a sideline warning, Mark.
I do think it was something to do with the clock because the officials.
Yeah, they were all looking up.
And there they gave.
I didn't see the JC coaches, but yeah.
Fakes the jet sweep. Now he's going to dump it off, and it's picked off.
Picked off by looks like number 3 or 2. The same one who had the pass interference makes a nice play.
Picciolini was looking to his right the whole time. And he was looking for Kyle Modi, I believe. Or no, that was Snell. That was number 10, Snell. Yes. And I just felt like he forced it there.
That's a pass you don't make. I mean, you can say force. You can say, he was fooled. It's a pass you don't make. He's played enough games here this season. You're falling on one leg. The defender's there. It's an ill-advised pass.
Handoff to Iannone over that left side. And he's brought down, but not after about a 2 or 3 yard pickup.
Yeah, and that goes back to how we started this, right? For Benet to win tonight, they had to win the field position battle. And they were moving the ball a little bit. They get the delay of game, then they get the interception. Now Joliet Catholic in good position to tie this game up or even take the lead.
2nd and 6 for the Hilltoppers. They're at Bennett's 30-yard line. Handoff to Anderson over the right side. He sidesteps it, and he's brought down, but not until he's pretty close to that first down. I think he's got it. Let's see where they mark him.
And that's a nice, you see Snell help him up there.
They're going to move the chains 1st and 10
that was
for the
a first down.
Hilltoppers.
Good run by Anderson. He doesn't seem as explosive, but he was elusive there for a big guy, wasn't he? I mean, he bounced around a little bit, had a spin move, and got the first down.
Now he fakes the handoff. He's going straight back, and he's pounded by Walsh.
Wow.
He was drilled into the ground there. Schlageter just barely got that ball off.
He barely got it off, and a nice play by the quarterback to bounce back up, too, because you don't want to show the defense that you feel it, but there's no way he didn't feel that. Walsh came around and really crushed him.
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure he saw it coming, Mark.
The defensive end play for Bennett has really stepped up the last few games. Walsh, Heiberger, and even Christian Badescu, all three of those guys have done a great job. Now he's going to hand off to Iatone off that left side. He's got some running room. He got past that defensive end. He breaks a tackle, and he's got a first down. Boy, that was a quick hitter. First and 10 for the Hilltoppers at the 12-yard line of the Red Wings. Luthen goes over the left side, breaks a tackle, and he's dragged down. But he's got another nice gain. Looks like he picked up about 5 yards there, Rick. Maybe 6.
Yeah, they're starting to get in a rhythm here where it's 5 yards, 6 yards, 4 yards, 7 yards. I mean, they're just kind of grinding the ball out here. But as good as Bennett defense has played, they're going to have to get to halftime and recharge the batteries a little bit, I think, because they are working their tails off out there, Mark.
Look at that, really tight formation, 2 tight ends. They're going to hand off to Iatone off that left side. He gets around the defensive end. And he's really close to the marker there. Let's see where they put him down.
They're pointing towards the first down, which will make it 1st and goal.
Yeah, they're going to give him 1st and goal from the 2-yard line.
Mark, you've never seen a high school official not just call it on a whim without really looking at it, have you?
You get really fired up about that, Guerin.
I just want it to be right.
Just over 7 minutes left to go in this first half, and the Hilltoppers are knocking on the door again. Let's see if Bennett can stop them. There's a blitz over this left side. Iatone over the left side.
He's in. No, they're calling him short. They're calling him at the goal line. Nice job by the Bennett defense.
They sent, it looked like Bayer off this near side. He blitzed, but of course they ran over to the far side of the field. Let's see if they shoot some gaps here on this play as well.
Well, with this offensive line, you've got about 3 options to do things.
Same play.
And they're going to call him short again, Mark. Another stop by the Bennett defense.
Now they're calling touchdown. That was the longest touchdown signal I've ever seen. Yeah, look at now he's calling it, Rick.
Yep.
It took him 5 minutes, but they finally decided it was a touchdown. Joliet Catholic didn't even realize it. Now they're finally bringing out their kicker.
Yeah, a little anticlimactic there for the fans and in the sidelines. Not really sure what was going on there, but it's touchdowns 13-all with the extra point coming.
Durkin marks off his steps. Schlediger with the hold. Ball is down, kick is up.
Ooh, Mark, look at the officials. Good. There it is.
Joliet Catholic 14, Benet 13, with 5:50 left to go in this first half.
Well, listen, we're right in the middle of this game, right? It's 14-13. The extra point we knew was going to come back to haunt, but we need this Benet offense to come out right now, get some first downs. Again, field possession is huge when you're playing a team that grinds it out like these guys.
And, you know, the other thing is we can't have silly penalties or turnovers if we want to beat the number 4th ranked team in the state. That's what it really barrels down to.
Well, what we were doing early in the first 2 drives was putting them in passing situations, right? You had 2nd and 15, 3rd and long. That's what you have to do with a team like this. When you've got 2nd and 6, 3rd and 3, 4th and 1, they're big, they're strong, and they've got enough guys that can run the ball. Puts the Benet defense in a real disadvantage. So you've got on first down to keep them to no yards or push them back.
Kane and Manuel back for the Red Wings. It's going to be another kick for a touchback.
Yeah,
This Joliet Catholic team really does have it.
almost that same exact spot as the last kick. But let's see what Benet offense can come up with here. You know, they were beating them earlier because we were one at the line, doing a heck of a job, doing a little bit of misdirection, working all sides of the field. I think we have to go back to a little bit of misdirection on these guys and a little bit more play action.
Trips receivers to this near sideline. He hands off to Lawler right up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed right away. There was nothing there, Rick.
So that's exactly the opposite of what I had just said, right? I mean, you're not going to go toe-to-toe running that ball on 1st and 10 up the middle into the heart of their defense. A play action, a little bit of a misdirection. Show them some different looks like we were earlier. Get the crowd back into this game. Get your sideline back into this game, because right now it's quiet.
Red Wings break from the huddle. 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Stutter step. Picciolini rolls left. Now he's going to dump it out to
Beautiful play.
Walsh. He had him open. I think he threw a little bit behind him.
It was a little behind him. It was like Snell just missed that one. The ball was marked. It was a catchable ball, a little behind. Beautiful play call, though. He was open in the middle of the field. That would have been a first down.
Charlie O'Neill on the coverage for the Hilltoppers.
Does he go by Chuck?
Well, close friends. Mm-hmm. Close friends. You, Charlie.
Understood. I call him Chaz.
3rd and long for the Red Wings. He's got Manuel in the slot. Walsh here on this near side. He fakes the handoff to Lawler. He's got some pressure. He scrambles to his right. Now he's going to dump it off the far side of the field.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness. He had him beat, too, Rick.
Boy, he did a great job of avoiding a sack or getting hit. Stepped around, danced around the pocket a little bit. Threw a decent ball, but just overshot the receiver, and Bennett's going to have to punt again. Some nice play calling on that drive, though. I thought there were some things there to move on, and hopefully that we'll see again in the next couple of possessions. But you can't have missed opportunities, Mark. To your point, with a couple of penalties, the turnover, passes that are a little bit off, you've got to play closer to a perfect game against this team.
Picciolini.
Good bounce.
Good bounce for the Red Wings. And it's going to be stopped at the 44-yard line of the Hilltoppers. Once again, they're starting with some pretty nice field position.
Yeah, so 4:45 left in the half here. Huge possession on both sides. If you can force a punt, force a turnover, or run out the half without a score, 14-13, you feel pretty darn good about yourself going into the half.
Without a doubt.
Right?
Without a doubt.
You're walking in, and that's a victory. You do not want to give up a score here, and if you do, you want to have them settle for 3.
Joliet Catholic in their famous, really tight formation. Fakes the handoff. Now he's going to throw over the middle, and it was almost picked off there. That looked like Takahashi again. Yeah, Takahashi's done a really nice job.
Yeah, he's all over
seeing him there.
He's all over the field. You see where that speed takes place, right? I
Yeah.
mean, and he's such a smart player. He read that beautifully, kept his hands off of the receiver, played the ball, made a really nice play, second down.
Now the Hilltoppers are going to spread it out a little bit for them. They're going to hand it off to Anderson over the right side. He's got a little running room here. Cuts back, and he's going to be dragged down, but he's going to pick up about 6 yards.
Looks like about 6, yeah. And again, you made the call earlier. He's a big guy. He's a strong guy. You got to go low on him because you're not going to tackle him above the waist and get him down with one guy.
You're right.
You know, there's a few guys on that defense that probably can do it, but the majority, it's just a big, strong tailback running downhill.
Bennett's Mike linebacker, Ryan Petusik, was the guy who finally brought him down. 3rd and 4 for
Big
the
play here,
Hilltoppers. Schlageter is going to hand off over the left side to Iannatone.
And he's short. He's
and
way
he's
short.
brought down. Great job there by that right side of the Bennett's defensive line.
Well, that's a pretty nice spot, quite honestly. I thought he was right near the line of scrimmage. It looks like they gave him about 1.5 yards or 2 yards. I think they're going to punt. They might try to draw him off first, but you certainly don't. I don't think you go for it here, Mark, and let Bennett possibly take the lead or get that field position when you've been pinning them back most of the second quarter.
Joe Weidenbach was on that left tackle. He really filled the hole nicely. Looks like they're going to go for it, Rick. They're going to hand it off to Iannatone off that left side. He's got some running room. He's got the first down. And he's got some more. You know, it looked like he was wrapped up about 1 yard past it, and they didn't wrap up, and he broke the tackle. That was a huge play for the Hilltoppers.
I'm surprised we don't see that more in every level of football, where you get to the line of scrimmage and you snap the ball. You don't give a defense a chance to set, right? You've got your play. You're not playing games with it. You're not getting them to jump. You call the play. You run your best thing. If you stop it, good for you. But we're going to try to run it down your throat, and that's what they did right there. First down.
You see Iannatone as a tailback, and there he was, you know, on that H-back or that wing. He comes on like a jet. They hand it to him real quickly. He's got 2 lead blockers. That's a tough play to stop.
You know,
This is Iannatone off the right side, and he spins. He's
playing more of the tailback position. Anderson's really playing more of that H-back position.
Yeah.
You know, the way they're lining him up and that they're using him.
I'll tell you, I think they move them all around, and I'll tell you, when you're standing back there and you're a strong safety or you're a corner, it's really tough to see who has the ball. It's a really tough angle to see when they're all bunched up like that. 2nd and 3 for the Hilltoppers. Just over 2 minutes left to go in this first half. Bennett trailing 14-13. He's going to fake it, and now he's going to drop straight back. He's going to dump it to that left side. He's got a receiver open. That's Anderson. He floated that so well over the corner. It was a really nice pass.
That's a beautifully designed play.
Yeah.
Anderson releases. He's open. He's one-on-one with the linebacker. Gets by him. Beautiful pass by the quarterback, and he just short.
That was a really nice design play and great execution by the Hilltoppers.
And that goes back to moving him around like we were talking about earlier in a different position, more like that H-back, right? He was almost like a pseudo tight end on that play.
Luthen is right behind him. Now he's going to hand it off to Anderson, and Anderson's just going to walk in.
Well, he wasn't even touched.
Yeah.
And I like giving the back to him and letting him score that touchdown, you know, for the play. That's the right thing to do as a coach and a team. But I'm a little surprised that he wasn't touched by a defender.
Yeah. Looks like he's even hobbling a little bit there. I don't know if he was on the first play going in the end zone.
Sometimes that's for show. I don't think he's doing it, but that's something I would do.
Durkin attempting his 3rd extra point tonight. Schlageter with the hold. Kick is up. And just like that, it's Joliet Catholic 21, Benet 13. The mojo has definitely moved.
Well, ever since somebody smelled something in the air tonight and announced it on the air,
Don't be blaming this on
we've
me.
seen a difference in this game. I'm not going to say who it was, but he sometimes gets confused for Andy
Listen,
Dalton.
Ride the wave, okay? You got to get excited. Senior night.
Senior night here in Lyle. Don't stop believing. I haven't.
Little bit more creative calls there by the Hilltoppers.
Yeah,
but very nice execution. You got to give credit where credit's
No,
due.
it was a beautiful job, and honestly, Bennett's defense in the second quarter has been on the field quite a bit.
Yeah.
And you get tired, it wears you down. Now, I'd like to see this one returned, right? See what we can do, get a spark. Hopefully this stays out of the end zone.
I think he's going to get a chance. This
I
is
like
going to
it.
be Kane at the 2. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. Nice return. He's going to be brought down at about the 23, 24-yard line.
Is his nickname Big Daddy? Anybody be born before 1992 might have that reference, Big Daddy Kane, but maybe not.
1st and 10 for the Red Wings. They've got a minute 48 to try to put some extra points here on the scoreboard before half.
I'd love to see a Bennett touchdown here, Mark, and bring this crowd and this sideline right into it for half and have all the momentum come back our way.
Picciolini drops straight back, looks right to the middle. I cannot see who caught
It looks
that.
like it was that Walsh?
It is
Yep.
Walsh. Short gain, maybe about 4 yards. I think they'll give him 5. That's
Some
gonna
nice
bring second and
sportsmanship
5.
there by 19 and 42. Walsh and 42. A little bit of a fist bump there after the hit, saying, hey, you were going down, didn't mean to hit you in the back. I know it hurt.
That's Michael Rouse, really talented linebacker. Picciolini drops straight back. Oh, and he's wrapped up and brought down for a loss. That was number 33, Billy Burke.
Well, Mark, that goes back to what we talked about. First read, second read, that ball's got to get off, right? You're not going to have a lot of time. If a receiver's not open, you've got to either throw it away or get it out.
Less than a minute here.
Well, I like that they're just going to let the clock run here. Now, it'll be interesting to see what they do here, Mark, but I would expect Joliet Catholic, if they don't get the first down, to force them to punt by calling a timeout and seeing if they get one more shot at it.
He's going to try to hit Kane here on the left side.
And there's the timeout.
So Joliet Catholic is going to call a timeout with about 27 seconds left to go in this half. See if they can get the ball back and try maybe one deep play for one extra touchdown here before the half. Picciolini double duty. He's a quarterback and the punter. He's got a good leg. That last punt he had a nice bounce there, added another 10 or 15 yards to the kick.
I'd like to add another 15 or 20 yards to this kick and go into half.
Jake Fieldman back for the Hilltoppers. He's standing at the 35. Now he's creeping up. Picciolini, low line drive
Get a
kick.
bounce. Get a bounce.
Nice bounce.
Don't touch it. Let the clock keep running until the ref blows the whistle. Don't touch it. Yeah, they're yelling. You can hear the coaching staff yell, don't touch it. That's where you want to burn off that extra 4 or 5 seconds. Every kid wants to touch the ball, and you always see that on the special teams, especially in high school and college. But
Gabriel Godziak there on the coverage for the Red Wings. So that's going to bring up a 1st and 10. They're going to have 13.9 to see if they can get one more score here before the half. They have the ball at their own 24-yard line. Just don't let anybody get behind you, Rick Guerin.
Yeah, and right now I think they're waiting to see how they line up, Mark.
It's a tight formation again.
And I think you're just going to see it to one of the tailbacks right here on a
Here's
jet.
Anderson in motion. Now he's going to have to, Eatone, he's going to go over
Yeah,
the
they're
left
gonna
side.
run
He's
it.
going to get tagged. And that's going to bring us to half. So at half, it's the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers 21, Benet 13. Great start for the game for the Red Wings, but a nice surge here in the last 10 minutes by the Hilltoppers to take the lead 21-13. We'll be back for the second half. We are back at Benedictine University in Lisle, Illinois, and it's a 21-13 ball game. Rick, if you would have asked Edgy Tim or any of the other experts, I don't think they would have told you that Benet would be leading for most of the first half and only be trailing by 8 at the end of the first half.
Yeah, only being down one score is great, Mark, but the first quarter was all Benet, and second quarter kind of went the other way. So halftime came at the right time for Benet to recharge the batteries, because that defense was out on the field a long time. Gives you a chance to see what worked, what didn't work, and see what comes out here in the second half. But hopefully the crowd gets back into this one, the team gets back into this one, and we have a really exciting second half here at senior night.
You really love senior night,
I love senior night. It's a special night. There's homecoming, that's number one. Then you got senior night, and then you got everything else.
Did they have black jerseys when you were here?
No, we didn't even have jerseys.
I like the black jerseys. And then, did they do the silver helmets just for that one team, or have they held on to them? I don't remember seeing them since that one season that we
Yeah,
used it.
those are beautiful. I don't. We were going the Oregon train for a little while, changing up uniforms and different looks. But let's get back to 2021. We're getting the ball here, and this is a big drive to come out. Again, I say this because it's important. You don't have to score, but you don't want to go 3 and out, right?
Yes.
Move the ball, get a couple of first downs, look good. Field position, field position, field position.
Patrick Durkin handling the kicking duties for Joliet. And this is a low line drive kick. It's going to take a bounce at the 15, the 10. It's fielded at the 10. Now he's at the 20, the 25. Kane brings it back to about the 24-yard line. I'm sorry, the 28-yard line.
28, 29, yep.
They've had pretty decent field position each time.
Yeah, they put themselves in a great spot when they kicked off to start this game, and a penalty and a big loss moved them way back. They had a punt, and they really controlled that first quarter, and I think they got a couple of scores because of it.
Walsh is split out to that far side. Kane's here to the near side. Picciolini's going to hand off to the right side. That's Lawler. And he had some quick yards, maybe 1 or 2, but then he was wrapped up quickly after that.
The defenders got to that pretty quickly. You're right. Maybe 2 yards. Looks like it's a pretty generous spot there.
Looks like, are they going to move that marker
Yeah,
or what?
I was wondering too. So it looks like it was about 2.5, 3.
Yeah, 2nd and 7 from their own 32, 33-yard line. Trips receivers to that far side. Lawler's to his left. Picciolini. Now he's got the slot in motion. He's going to hand off to him. And they smelled that out quickly. That was Snell, it looks like. And it looked like there was a face mask to me, Rick.
Well, the ball carrier certainly thought there was. Snell did. He looked right at the official and said, he's touching my mask. He might have gotten a hand on it. I didn't see it, but the official was right there.
Jeremy Johnson, number 40 on the tackle for the Hilltoppers.
This defense is showing some quick wheels sideline to sideline right now in these first 2 plays. As Bennett's trying to get outside and make some things happen.
So they are going to give him an incidental. I didn't see a flag there, Rick.
Oh, they did call it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see a flag go down either, but it stays at 2nd down.
So it's 2nd and 3, maybe a long 2.
Yeah, it looks like about a long 2. I'm with you. It's much more manageable than that 7 yards we were playing with.
Trips receivers now to the far side. Picciolini standing at his own 32. Now he's going to do a little option, pitch it out here to the left side. And Lawler spins and makes a nice move, and he's got the first down.
Mark, that's exactly what we were talking about earlier in that second quarter, where you want to mix it up and keep the defense back where you had them in the first quarter on their heels. It's just a little option there. Makes you commit on either the quarterback or the tailback. Quarterback made the right read, got it out, 6-7 yard gain. First down, Red Wings, we're in midfield.
Benet at their own 47. Same formation. He's got trips receivers out to that far side. Picciolini's going to drop straight back, look to the right, and throw it out to that flat. He's got a receiver open. If there's a completion, it looks like it's Walsh.
Yep, that's Walsh, and I like that. I like using the big receiver on the outside, slant in. It doesn't give the cornerback a chance to cheat on him because of the size difference he has there. And a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. Another first down for the Red Wings, and they've got something going.
1st and 10 from the 40 now, and they're in Hilltopper territory at their 40. Picciolini fakes the handoff to Lawler, keeps it to the right, but that was smelled out quickly by number 40. Once again, Jeremy Johnson.
Yeah, he's been kind of all over the field here. I saw him on a few plays early in that first half. I don't know if we called him out specifically, but boy, on this drive, he is all over.
Picciolini drops straight back, does a pump fake. Now he's going to unload it deep.
He's got him.
He's got Snell on this left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Red Wing Nation. What a great play. Great execution and a beautiful ball by Picciolini.
Everything there worked, Mark. I mean, the play call worked. The pass was beautiful. The receiver right underneath it. Tracked it the whole way. Touchdown. Great start for the Red Wings here in the third quarter. No,
do you go for two here? Like, why?
I do, but, there's a chart that's out there right now that's saying that's too early in the game.
Kick is up is good, and that's going to make it 21-20, and we are right back in this ball game.
You make the extra point. You want to get as many points as you can on the board. It's got the feel of one of those games, Mark, that could come down to a funny play or the last man with the ball. So this coaching staff knows a heck of a lot more about it than I do and what they've got. So 21-20, great start for the Red Wings. The soundtrack is spot on tonight, by the way. Whoever's doing the music, I'd like to buy you an adult beverage after the game because this is really, really good. Unless you're a student, then I'm not going to do that. But if you're an adult, you're really nailing it.
I'm hearing from some Benet alums who are listening into the game, and they've heard our comments about the jerseys. I've had a couple votes for the red-white jerseys, but if they're going to wear black, they say bring back the Seahawk helmets. Thoughts on that?
I couldn't agree more with the Seahawk helmets. Those things were as intimidating and beautiful as anything you've ever seen. I love them. Whoever sent that comment, absolutely, those old helmets were the way to go. I still have mine. It's as white as the day I put it on the first time.
Kick taken at the 15.
Ooh, I thought he hit a knee, Mark. I thought he hit a knee.
Jake Fieldman on the return, and I think you're right. When he went down to field it, it looked like his right knee may have been on the turf, but that was not called. They're going to start their drive right at the 30, it looks like. 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers.
Well, you feel a little bit more excitement in here now after that drive. You're going to really hear it if this defense gets a stop and forces them to punt.
They're going to hand it off to Iatone off that left side. He's got some running room to the outside. He breaks a tackle, 2 tackles, and he's got about a 7 or 8 yard pickup.
28 on the carry. Taking out number 23, Owen Takahashi.
Nice tackle by Takahashi, but you don't want your quarterbacks making all the tackles.
Nice to see some Hawkeye fans here tonight. Number 2 in the country.
Taking on the Boilermakers tomorrow.
Yep.
No letdowns.
No letdowns. Exactly right.
Now look they got Anderson in that H-back, turned
Yeah.
towards the quarterback. He's going to drop straight back. Now he's going to throw it to him, streaking down the middle of the field. Oh! He had Jake Fieldman wide open, and it went right through his hands.
The ball was there. The quarterback threw a strike, and 18 knows that he should have had that one. He'd like to have that one back. I like the passing routes that they run out of that formation, Mark. I think it really confuses the defense as they do that. You've got so many options. There you had man-to-man on Anderson on the side. 18 open over the middle, who we haven't called his name or number much tonight, right? So they're using everything they have there, but I like the play.
Handoff over the left side, Iatone again. He's going to break a tackle, and he's got a first down.
Yeah. He is a hoss. I mean, he again lowers the shoulder, goes to that first down markers, and moves the chains.
(21-20) ball game. Just over 8 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Slagater under center. He's going to hand off to Luthen right up the middle.
I hope they mark that back a yard, Mark, because his knee hit about a yard back, and then he kind of bounced.
Taken down by number 30, John Weidenbach.
Still a nice spot.
Brings up a 2nd and 7.
John Weidenbach on the tackle.
I'd like somebody to tell these officials that it's senior night here at Benet Academy.
Here's the handoff to Iatone on that sweep that he comes out of that H-back position. And this time they sniffed it out really well. Got back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, Rick.
Mark, that's my favorite play by the defense tonight, because from up here in the angle we had, there was a lot of white jerseys and a lot of confusion pushing forward, right? And
yes.
It's a case of finding where that ball carrier is and stepping up. And this Benet defense pushed them right back into the play, got the ball carrier, held them to 1 yard. Excellent play by the defense.
It was a classic example of the pursuit drill that we would run all the time, right? You know, everyone's got to get to that ball, do your assignment, and the linebackers closed in on it. They did a nice job. Big play here. Hands off to Iatone off the right side.
This is going to be against Joliet. They jumped. Yep, false start.
And if you remember, that killed them in the first series that they had the ball. They got 2 consecutive ones, backed them way back, and then they had a punt, and that started the game really for Benet.
Here's the scouting report by Rick Guerin in watching 3 quarters of football against Joliet Catholic. In 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4, 3rd and 4, you're in trouble. You put them back in 3rd and 10, you've got a real shot to do some things on defense here, right? Put them in these passing situations.
3rd and 10. Fakes it to Anderson. Now he's going to roll left, and there's another flag down. He's got a completion.
It's no catch, Mark. He was out of bounds, and this is going to be against Joliet Catholic here. There's a flag here. I think it is.
Like a hold, you think?
But they're going to decline this if it's against Joliet Catholic, and Bennett's going to get the ball back. Boy, this should be a legal man downfield.
Yeah.
Now, that's a loss of down automatically, right?
I believe so. Pat New's talking to the ref.
And if
right
it moves them back, plus the loss of down, that's,
I think he's telling them
you
to
take the
decline it,
penalty.
by the way.
So if he's declining it, obviously that's not the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
Picking up the flag.
Well, you're going to see Joliet Catholic punt. Listen, this is very similar, Mark, to the first quarter, what we saw, where the defense came out spot on, a penalty moved them back a little bit, and Bennett's offense was moving. So now I'm dropping back right now because you know this is going to be a punt. There you go.
Low line drive kick, and it's fielded. It's fumbled. And smartly, oh dear Lord, he fumbled the ball and he gave it up. Oh.
You know, it was a funny punt coming off of his foot. It took a weird rotation. It was a line drive. He wasn't sure what to do with it. Then he tried to pick it up, then realized he had to get down on it, and it just scooted underneath him. I mean, my heart goes out for the kid. It's a tough play and a really, really bad break for the Red Wings.
Joliet's going to take over at the 22-yard line of Benet. What a break. Weidenbach with the blitz. Now he's going to throw it off the left side. He's got a receiver open. What a catch. Touchdown, Joliet. And just like that, wow, did the tide turn.
This game turned on 2 plays as quick as I've seen. The punt return and then the touchdown. Holy cow. Listen, I don't know if you're listening at home, but Jake Fitzgerald, one of the beloved teachers at Benet Academy, just got on. Just as those 2 plays happened, I'm going to ask him to turn off the telecasts as soon as possible.
Don't even look at the TV.
Please turn it off.
I don't want you anywhere
Jake
near
Fitzgerald,
the TV.
please turn it off.
Snap is down, kick is up, and it's good.
That's really tough, Mark.
28-20 Hilltoppers.
Really tough.
Benet was going to get the ball back. It was an unfortunate, they had that punter back who did a kind of like that pooch kick. It was a lone line drive kick. I really think Johnson was trying to fall on it, but then you're right. I think it rolled under him.
It rolled under him. You know, anytime it's a football is a tough thing, right? So you when you jump on it, you do it from the side so you can cradle the ball, and it doesn't take that weird pressure as you land on it.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, listen, a lot of time left in this one. Let's get that momentum right back. They're getting the ball back. The music again, spot on. Let's go Red Wings.
.554 left to go in this third quarter. Joliet kicking off. This is going to be fielded at the 2-yard line by Kane. He's at the 10, the 15. And just tagged there at about the 16, 17-yard line.
Well, Mark, other than losing a great opportunity there, right? The defense comes out, plays their tails off, forces a punt situation. They come back and score. It fires up this Joliet Catholic team, right? You lose some of that momentum that you had, and this other team now looks like they're on fire. So we got to get right back at it, score a touchdown, and see what the fourth quarter brings.
Nice crowd here tonight, senior night. The crowd, the student section, all in pink, Rick.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that here at a break. But it's great to see the team doing a pink out here for a very, very special cause.
Lawler off the left side. Maybe a yard, Rick. Not much there.
Well, somebody in that huddle, Mark, or somebody on that offense has got to look and say, we got to go. Let's go. Let's forget about what just happened. Let's do what we did last drive, and let's get those points back.
They were trying to go right over that side with Lapine and McGivney. They picked up maybe a yard and a half, 2 yards. It brings up a long 2nd and 8. Looks like Snell in the slot here on this near side. Picciolini on a quick pop over to that far side. He's got some running room, and I think he's got the first down.
That's a nice play, I definitely think that's the first down. Well, high school officials decide here we're going to be a little bit more measured, and we're going to move it back a yard. Unbelievable.
It sure looked like by the way he fell to the ground, he was way past the marker. Regardless, it's 3rd and inches, right?
Let's just say he didn't walk in a straight line back to the hash.
Picciolini in the huddle, gives his orders. The Red Wings break. Now they're at the line. 4:19. Here's Snell. They're going to hand off to Lawler over the right side, and he's got it, Rick.
Good first down. Move the chains. Get fired up. Let's go, Red Wings.
I think bringing Snell in motion like that just freezes the linebacker so they can't be too aggressive coming up the middle. You give it to Lawler on a quick popper in the middle, and he gets that first down. Nice play, good execution by the Red Wings.
Looks like they're feigning a blitz there.
Lawler off that left side again. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was it. You know, you've mentioned it a couple times. I saw it again. You got to give these Joliet Catholic kids some credit. They make some nice hits, and I see them helping everybody up after every play.
Absolutely.
I don't see that with most teams, quite honestly.
Really enjoyed watching this game. I think it's been a great game. I think Joliet Catholic realized halfway through that first quarter they were in for a dogfight. And there's a certain level of respect there.
Picciolini fakes to Lawler. He rolls right. Now he's going to dump it off the middle.
He got there early.
And he got... That was the play before that they were looking for Walsh, and he threw it a little bit behind him. I think that's a tough throw because you're running to your right. You got to throw back across your body. It looked like the defensive back that hit him a little bit early. I agree with you. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long. You know, in a lot of ways, we're like Joliet in that if you give us that 3rd and short, 3rd and 4, much more manageable. 3rd and 10, this is a tough call right now.
Yep.
Picciolini drops straight back.
Oh,
now he's going to load deep here to Snell. He's got a receiver. Oh! I don't understand. That looked like 13 was hanging on him.
I don't know, Mark. That's a tough play. You know, that to me is a jump ball. The way that ball was up, it wasn't like Snell had ever had him beat. He didn't come short. It wasn't over the shoulder. It was a jump ball type of play to me. I thought the one before the guy got there a little bit early. On that one, I'm going to say let him play.
Not the drive we were hoping for. Took a little time off the clock, but 2:54 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Picciolini back at his own 15. Here's the snap. Gets the punt away. Nice high kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 36. Spins back. Now he's got some running room to this near side of the field. He's got a lot of running room. He's at the 50. Now he's in Benet territory. He cuts back. He's at the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Rick, he's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Joliet. Haven't seen that all year by the Benet special teams. That was a kick in the pants.
Well, it's not going to be tough if this game doesn't go in Bennett's favor to point the play that probably swayed or changed the direction of this game.
Yeah. That's a killer. That is a killer. Here's Durkin for the extra point. Kick is up, and he's got it. 35-20, Hilltoppers get a little breathing room with 2:33 left to go in this 3rd quarter.
Well, that's a tough few minutes here for the Red Wings. And you know, it's things, you know, it talks about at the top of this game where they didn't have to play a perfect game, but pretty darn close. Turnovers, you had the one interception early in the first half. That's what it was. But the fumble there, the special team touchdown, to your point, we haven't seen all year. These are things you cannot do against good teams, and definitely not things you can do against exceptional teams. And unfortunately, all three of those things have happened here tonight against our Red Wings. So earlier, Mark, you had talked about it's a pink out, and you see a lot of the student body and the cheerleaders and our avions wearing pink tonight for a very special cause. Of course, October is breast cancer awareness month, and a very, very special thing to me, as some people I've loved have obviously been affected, and I'm sure I'm not alone of all the people that have been affected in this. So it's great to see people out there supporting a cause that's very, very important.
There's a little pooch kick, take that at the 25, now the 30, the 35, the 40. I may have gotten a little aggressive. He's about the 36, 37 yard line. Bennett's going to take over at their own 38-yard line. Now's the time to step up. Now's the time to have a nice long drive, put the ball in the end zone, get us to 35-27, get us back in this ball game.
Yeah, it's a crucial drive here. You know, you're not going to see if Joliet Catholic gets the ball again without a score.
Little screen here. This is the one that Lawler fell down before, but this time he keeps his feet and he picks up about 6-7 yards. Nice execution. Second and 5. Picciolini, hands off to Lawler.
Oh,
he was hit there.
Now, you have to throw the flag when you get hit in the head like that, don't you? I mean, that was helmet to helmet.
Jeremy Johnson, nice tackle. I don't think it was him. I think it was 42, the linebacker, Michael Rouse, who came up and made that helmet-to-helmet contact.
I mean, I did see it, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't see the sideline getting upset about it, but from this angle, it looks like that was his textbook helmet-to-helmet as it goes.
3rd and 7 for the Red Wings. Picciolini drops straight back. He's got heavy pressure. He's throwing it over the middle. He's got a receiver open. Oh, my goodness.
Just missed Walsh.
And Walsh, it was just maybe an extra foot he needed just to reel that in.
He had a finger on it. Would have been a great play.
Picciolini has played a really nice game today. I've seen a lot of things. He's really matured over these last few games.
Yeah, I feel like he's had a good season, Mark. I mean, they were swapping in quarterbacks for a little bit earlier in the year, and I think you're right. The last few games, or even more, he's been really, really sharp and done some great things. He just overshot that one a little bit.
And he had a heavy rush there. He stayed in the pocket. He stayed strong and threw it a nice pass there. Now he's going to handle the punting. He's going to fake it, Rick. He's going to fake it. He's got a receiver open here. It went through his hands, but it was an aggressive call. I think Joliet was ready for it, quite honestly.
Well, yeah, they might have been. I certainly wasn't. I liked the play call.
That's the beauty when your quarterback doubles as your punter.
He got that ball off, but just a little bit high, and he was under duress for sure. So now the Benet defense is back out here, and they're going to have a stop.
First and 10 for the Hilltoppers from the Benet 41-yard line. Handoff left side, the unknown. Breaks one tackle. He's brought down. He picks up about 5-6 yards. That's what we saw in the first quarter. We would stop them on those plays that would be 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9. Now they're getting 5-6 yards on that first down. Schlager's got Luthen and Iannone behind him. He's going to hand off to Iannone over the left side, and he's stuffed there. He may have gotten a yard, if that, Rick.
Yeah. We call that the Joliet Catholic down. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3. Is that the end of the quarter?
That's the end of the third quarter. Joliet Catholic leading 35-20.
Now in the quarter with the score, Joliet Catholic 35, Benet 20.
We're back at Benedictine. 3rd and 3 for the Hilltoppers. Iannone on a little sweep here to the right side, and he's got the first down.
Brendan Slick on the stop.
1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers.
Not before Joliet Catholic first down.
Rick, what is it tonight?
Well, it's October, as we talked about earlier, Mark, and
More importantly,
the new Halloween movie. Oh, senior night.
senior night.
Yeah, it's senior night.
Red Wing cheerleaders that are seniors: Jesse Barney, Sophia Corrales,
That's nice.
Jane Eschenbach, Michaela Garrity, Gabby Martin, Aaron Schilly, and Megan Wood.
Congratulations, seniors.
Woody. 1st and 10. Anderson, we haven't seen him in a while over the left side, and he drags 3 or 4 guys for about 3 yards there, Rick. Looks
Well,
Joliet.
Mark, what I think you're going to see here for the next 11 minutes is a lot of that.
Yeah.
Right? Grind it out, take your time getting to the line, run the ball, and stay in bounds and watch this clock tick.
Anderson's going to come out. Coming in is Brett Mao. Handoff, Enow over this left side. He cuts back, spins, falls forward, picks up maybe a yard.
Nice job by the defense there, not giving him a lot of room to work in. And that backside support was great. So, again, you're at 3rd
Third
and
and
short,
3,
right?
yeah,
3rd
we
and
see
3,
the
3rd and
same
4,
thing
3rd and
every
5.
time.
Yeah.
It's like a broken record.
I mean, I have been so impressed. This 35 points is not a true reflection of how well Bennett's defense has played.
I totally agree with you on that. Totally agree with you on that.
You know, the short touchdown, the special team touchdown, this defense has been outstanding tonight.
We'll have it here the end of the game.
That tight formation, that Joliet Catholic formation, they're going to hand off to Iannone over the left side. And I think they stopped him, Rick.
I think they stopped him too, but I think they're going to keep that team on the field, Mark, and go again. You know, if I'm Nazareth and I see what this score could end up being, you know,
Yeah.
whether it's 42-20 or whatever it is, they might look past this without really watching what this game was and how close this game is. Bennett's one play away from being in the lead of this game.
Yeah. Avion seniors, Emily Jugovich, Molly Copper, Laura Mansour, Ella Smoos. It's going to be a handoff over this left side. It's Iannone. It's going to be really close.
Mark, they gave it to him. Look where the official's standing on the near side. I think this is going to be, they actually might have to do what they don't like to do here, Mark, and take out the chains. Huge call here in this game.
I think it's Bennett's ball.
Mark, I don't know. They're going to take out the chains. Get your video cameras ready.
Man, it's really close, Rick.
You know, they had hit him. He had a little bit of an extra push there at the end. Here come the chains.
Last senior Avian, Dominique Yokosawa. What do you think, Rick? What's the call here?
Bennett ball. Senior night.
They're still not making a call.
Still,
oh, my goodness.
Which way they go, Mark?
They gave it a first down.
Okay, 18. Let's put your helmet on. Well, that's a big call.
Wow.
They certainly took their time making the right one. Hopefully they did, and it's a first down for Joliet Catholic.
I don't know what took longer, that one or the touchdown there where they called it about 5 minutes after the play was over.
I'm still not sure they scored.
First and 10 for the Hilltoppers. 9 minutes left to go in this ball game. Ian Owen in the tailback slot, Luthen in front of him. He's going to lead him into the hole. He spins, falls forward, picks up about 4 or 5 yards.
He certainly seems to be the featured back on this Hilltopper offense, doesn't he?
Yeah, I thought it was Anderson, but it's really been Ian Owen.
Well, and I had heard from some scouts that Anderson's in and they use him in different positions and line him up differently.
Yeah.
So this probably isn't a surprise to the Benet coaching staff on what they're saying.
Red Wing color guard senior, Chelsea Altus, Michael Evans.
Can't believe Michael Evans is already a senior.
It flies by.
It flies by.
Now here's a handoff on that jet sweep over to the far side of the field.
Mark, there's a fumble, and Bennett's saying they have the ball.
Brett Mao.
Hold on, they're gonna separate this, and this is gonna be Joliet's back on the ball. Not a lot of breaks following the Red Wings' way here. You have more seniors you want to call out? I can get the yearbook.
Senior night.
Senior night here at Benet Academy. Do you remember your last game and senior night, Mark, playing on the field?
I got hurt.
That's
my
right.
senior season, so no, I don't. I remember junior year is my last season. Why do you have to bring up these terrible, terrible memories?
They don't call it junior night, Mark.
Fake handoff.
It's a beautiful
Now he's
play.
going to keep it over the right side, and he was in the whole way. There was nobody near him. They haven't run that really all night, and Schlageter did just a really nice job selling that. Touchdown Hilltoppers.
You know, they haven't run that all night, and it was wide open. I mean, it was a beautiful play by the Hilltoppers and the quarterback. You know, we're looking at a game that's 41-20, about to be 42-20 with the extra point, and it just doesn't feel that way.
No, not at all. Bad snap, great hold there. Kick was up. And it's 42-20, you're right. And with 7:21 left to go in this ballgame, it just doesn't have a feeling for that.
No, Benet has played great. Joliet Catholic played great too. You know, let's give some credit. They're down 13-0. They're playing on their opponent's home field, and they came back, scored 2 touchdowns, and done a great job. I mean, this is a talented team, a fun team, a well-coached team. This has been a fun game to do.
Benet marching band, you hear him popping out a song. Seniors, Grace Sweeney, Michael Supan, Michael Sturba, Adrian Panner, Jacob Nowakowski, Aiden Murray, Ethan Marcelli, Lydia Johnson, Alec Huber, Nicole Eldenkamp, Robert Bohm, Zari Ascan, Audrey Arliss, Luke Alfonso, and Nicholas Aldi. You didn't think I was going to get through that, did you?
That was really well played. Really good. And you know what? I like the recognition. I mean, it takes an army to build a program and to put these things out and to mention the seniors out there that have spent 4 years at Benet Academy and done their part. I think it's really important to recognize that.
You know, the band marches these guys over here for every home game, and it's just a cool experience. It's a great tradition when you see them marching across the street. There's a little pooch kick. It's going to be taken at the 24. He's at the 25, the 30, the 35, and he's dragged down about the 37-yard line.
Well, 7 minutes left in this one, Mark, and I think each of these kids has to, when they see the tape, see how well they played and see it was a couple of things that made the difference here, and then realize, you know what, we've got Nazareth next week. That's a big game. That's a possible playoff berth if we win that game.
2 fakes. Now he's trying to throw up a screen, and that's not a fumble. That's an incomplete pass.
No, I think that in a nice play by the defense, just in case that whistle doesn't blow, that was thrown behind the line of scrimmage, but I think he got it off forward. Smart play by the quarterback. Mark, I'm getting some requests. You know, there's a lot of seniors that are out there, but the senior golf team, do we have a list of the senior golf team out there?
I'm looking. They did not provide me with that.
There's no way Ryan Tracy can already be a senior, part of the golf team.
If somebody could text that into us, I'd be happy to read it. I can tell you that.
But part of the Tracy family, big Benet supporters, great fans and great people. Glad to see they're still listening here in a 42-20 game.
2nd and 10 for the Red Wings. They're at their own 38-yard line. Picciolini brings them to the line. Here's the snap. He's going to drop straight back. Heavy pressure. He's going to unload it here. He was looking for Walsh.
You know, Mark, that's a tough play, right? You've got 3 Hilltoppers and Walsh is in the middle. But that's the ball when you're 6'5". You want to catch it at its highest point. He tried to catch that one right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket. And if he goes up for that one straight up and catches it at the top, that's his ball. I truly believe that.
Just over 7 minutes left to go. Joliet leading 42-20. 3rd and 10 for the Red Wings. Picciolini's now going to roll to his right. He's got heavy pressure, and he gets hit as he's thrown. And I think he's hurt, Rick.
Yeah, they know that they're in passing situations right now.
Yeah.
And they're just teeing off on the quarterback, and he's played his heart out today and made some really nice throws and some really good decisions. But right now he's just the last couple of plays was a little bit of target practice, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree.
And again, it's a lot easier to get away with that stuff when you know you're in passing situations,
right? Via
the score and the time.
Here comes the punt team. Rick, girls senior golfers, Olivia Ruffalo and Kira Sajewski. So congratulations to those two. Man, we've got a lot of fans calling in. I like this.
Mark, it's senior night.
For the boys, Jack Ditani, Ryan Farrago, Phil Breen, Tim Bear, Ryan Tracy, Grady Marshall. Great job by that senior group and that golf team as a whole.
That was a great job, coached by a legend here at Benet Academy, Marty Gaughan.
Nice high kick here.
Who's also a friend of the program.
It's going to take a Red Wing bounce, and it's going to be downed at the Hilltopper 32-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, the defense is going to come back out one more time here. And you just want to see them finish on a strong note here. It's been a fantastic game. The seniors should be proud. The juniors should be proud. And a lot to build on, for next week and beyond. But
barring a miracle here, because we've got 6 minutes roughly to go here. Schlageter is going to hand it off over this left side. Man, that guy runs strong, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Is that Ian Tone again?
I think it was 34.
Oh, that's Luthen.
That was 34, yep.
That's Luthen. That's their lead back who gets the ball, once maybe every 10 carries.
He's got a handful of carries as well.
He's a senior. He's 5'10". He's 200 pounds. He's a load. That's going to bring up a 2nd and short, like 2nd and 2. Look at this tight formation. Now they got a H-back in motion, and they're stopped.
34 carry.
They left.
3rd and short here for the Hilltoppers.
We've said that once or twice tonight.
5:47 left to go in this ball game. Hilltoppers with a commanding 42-20 lead.
Seems like a 3rd and short for the Hilltoppers.
Hand off to Ian Tone over this left side, and he's got the first down. That'll move the chains.
Who's the best football player to ever play at Joliet Catholic?
Mike Allstott.
I would say Mike Allstott. A lot of people think Rudy. I don't. I go Allstott.
I'm sure there's a few people we're missing. I'm sure that a knowledgeable Joliet Catholic.
I'm
fan
sure
can
there's
come
somebody
back
on the
and
call
throw a
still
couple
listening
people.
going, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I always liked Allstott. Love the way he ran with the ball. Love to watch him in the pros because of his connection to Joliet.
Yeah.
And he just seemed like a good
Easy.
guy.
It seemed like an easy guy to root for.
Yeah, exactly.
Long-time Tampa Bay Buck.
Oh,
What a beautiful job keeping his balance.
that was McGivney in the backfield, and I thought he had him wrapped up, but he escaped. Got back to the original line of scrimmage, it looks like. And now we've got a player down.
This is the thing that I always don't like at the end of games,
Yes,
right?
yes.
The game is pretty much in check. Both teams, well, at least it looks like Joliet Catholic still has their starters, and in a silly injury like that,
There's a number of Josh Ferguson, Kobe Fleener, Mike Allstott, and Mike Goolsby.
Goolsby went to Notre Dame.
Ferguson went to U of I.
Fleener went to, he played for the Colts, I think.
And Tom Thayer.
Tom Thayer.
Elmer and Madrid.
That one I don't know.
1945.
Well, I'm glad I don't know it then.
That's John Weidenbach.
Nice job.
Walking off the field. He's one of the toughest kids out there.
Well, and you know what? He ran off there, and you could see the respect he has with his teammates. Everybody happy to see he's okay. Yep, shake it off a little bit, but he might have gotten his bell rung a little bit there, Mark.
.430 left to go in this ball game. 2nd and 11 for the Hilltoppers. Fakes the handoff to Iatone. Now he's going to throw it deep over the middle. What was so
You got to turn.
troublesome. Yeah, they had
You
two
gotta
guys
turn.
on him, but they didn't turn. They didn't get the ball call. But they had a guy covered. That was what was so frustrating. And they've run that play before where they run that deep post, and he was open. once again, incredibly difficult as a defensive back to try to look into this offensive backfield, see what they're doing. You want to come up and commit to the run, but they do that play action, and you got to get back and cover that pass play then. So, well, Joliet's not taking their foot off the gas pedal, Rick.
No, but my guess is that's their last pass, Mark. Maybe not.
Here's Iannone off the right side this time, and he's going to get a nice pickup of probably 8 or 9 yards. That's going to be really close to the first down.
Well, I don't think we're going to see any more timeouts here, so you're going to a couple of stops or a first down should do it, but
just over 3 minutes left to go in this ball game.
And if you're just jumping on or going to check a score in the morning, you're going to see a score that looks a little bit more lopsided than it really was. This was a 21-20 game when a miscue by the Benet special teams gave them back the ball to Joliet Catholic. They scored a quick touchdown.
Oh, there was a blitzing linebacker there. I think that was Bayer, and he just nailed the running back. They thought it was Iannone that had it, but it was a nice fake, and once again, the quarterback kept it on the right side. Wow, he lit him up.
But back to the game, if you're seeing it, this was a 21-20 game, midway through the third. Benet had a chance to do something, and then the wheels fell off a little bit, unfortunately, with a tough fumble on a punt return, a quick touchdown, and then a punt return for touchdown for Joliet Catholic. And that was really it. But Benet has played a great game, and for every senior out there tonight, congratulations on a good season and a really, really good game against a very good team.
Just under 2 minutes here, and looks like Joliet Catholic called a timeout.
And Mark, I hope that's a timeout to maybe bring in the second string. I don't know at this point what other purpose you'd have when you're up 42-20.
No, I don't either. I saw one player come off the field for Joliet, but everybody else has remained in that huddle. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's talk about next week. We've got Nazareth, 5-4. That'll get you into the playoffs. So that's a must-win for Benet. This year they'll be playing in 5A, I was told.
Okay.
A 5-4 Benet team in the 5A playoffs, I think they could make a nice run. I really do.
You know, that's
a dangerous team.
I think that's anybody who's following football and understands the schedule that Benet has played this year. 5-4 is pretty darn good, and they're going to play a team that's probably a 1 seed if that's the case, or a 2 at the worst, right? So you're either looking at 9-0 or 8-1. But at that
Glenbard or something like that.
That's right. But at that 5A level, Benet's seen the competition at the highest level, and some of the best teams in the state. I think they'll end up playing 3 of the top 10 teams in the state when it's all said and done. So you're exactly right. If they can get past Nazareth next week and get a seed that makes sense, they have a real chance.
1:42 left to go in this ball game. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 for the Hilltoppers. They're knocking on the door again. They're at Bennett's 13-yard line. Here's the thing, Rick. I also read, and not that I would ever say this, but there are going to be some teams that are going to be getting into the playoffs this year at 4-5, they said. Now, I don't want to see that, obviously, but that's a possibility as well.
Sounds like a COVID rule, Mark.
Slot in motion. They're going to hand off over that right side. He's going to be dragged down. Maybe a 1-yard loss. We're at right about 1 minute.
Well, I'd like to see them take a knee here and be done with it. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, they are. Victory formation, take a knee, and that's going to be a wrap. Mark, it was a great game. It was fun to do this one. Tough loss, but nothing to be embarrassed about.
No. And man, that was, like you said earlier, that was a fun game to do. And if you look at that box score, you're going to see a big win by Joliet, but it did not feel that way. And Benet was with them for the majority of the game, and really they played well. So Benet, they got to cut down on some of their mistakes, and you take back that punt return, it's a different